Hey everyone, I'm Shay and I am in Costa Rica right now. Isn't it beautiful? I mean, it looks similar to Bali, but it feels very different. So I'm doing a short video today to explain a little nuance about masculine and feminine tendencies to share. Now I'm talking to you as if you are the feminine. So also check out my other videos and the way that I describe what masculine feminine is, especially as it relates to gender and biology. Remember, these are just energies. You can think about this even if you're in a same-sex partnership, but ultimately I am going to be speaking about the feminine and the masculine here. And if you are a woman feminine and you are with a man masculine partner, then this is going to be relevant to you. So, feminine, have you ever had the experience where you think, my partner just doesn't tell me things? He's just not sharing things with me. Where you found out something that was going on in his life, and it might not be a very big thing, but you find out something and you're like, why didn't you tell me that? And his response is probably something like, I'm telling you right now. So this has happened to me, and it took me a little while to figure out what was going on here and how it relates to the masculine and feminine modes of communication. Because essentially what's happening is it is a very natural thing for the feminine to share anything that's happening. Alison Armstrong talks about this in a way where she's, what did she call it? She's doing the Berry report, maybe? And it's like, if you think about it in terms of the feminine as the gatherers, the masculine as the hunters, the masculine as that hunter is really focused, core focused, singular focused on the hunt. Whereas the feminine in the gathering state needs to be in this diffuse awareness state to know what's happening and where the things are and how to find this and where the other berries were. And again, it may seem like an odd way to explain it, but I find it really helpful because it is how the feminine exists. We love sharing about anything, even if it's not that interesting or relevant. It's almost like a way for us to feel connected is through sharing. And it's different for the masculine in that way. You know, the feminine will go around and just like talking about, I was thinking about getting new earrings because I don't know what I think about these earrings and I'm going to do my hair and blah, 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 blah. And I had this moment just yesterday with my partner. I was talking about getting new shorts and this and that, and I just started laughing at myself, and I'm like, I totally recognize that everything I'm sharing with you right now is like not relevant, and you don't really have much of a response for that. You're not like my girlfriend, because if my girlfriend was here, and I just mean like a friend who's a girl, if she was here and she were, listening to me, she'd be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get new shorts too, and where are you gonna go, and blah 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 blah. And it is this state of where we're not focused on one set thing. We're very much in the flow and the spontaneity of the moment. So a thought pops in and we share, because sharing is that connection. So where this gets sticky with the masculine is because it's so natural for us to share anything that's happening, anything. Oftentimes we need to learn to pull back a little bit, because again, we can overload, especially our partners who are in masculine, with information and things that are cutting into his focus, whether it's on work or anything else. Whether you deem what he's focused on as important or not, that's not yours. But you can pull his focus away and imagine the feeling of a masculine about to make that final hunt, that final kill, and you literally just, oh, look over here, blah, 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 blah. And then he can't provide for you. He can't protect you. He doesn't have dinner now to provide for you. And it really does play into the core part of how the masculine operates in this really focused, single-pointed state. So often, as feminines, we can overshare and we can overburden with things that actually aren't as relevant to the masculine and would be more relevant to share with our friends Also, we would have more of a dynamic conversation. So that's not to say don't share, but it is to say think about before you share something. Do you really need to share it, or is this the moment to share this? How focused might he be on the task? What would it feel like if you pulled him away from that within him? And can you simply share that with yourself? Or share that with a friend? Or not share it at all? Now, on the other side of it, again, it's this recognizing that if the masculine isn't sharing something with you, it's not because he's hiding it from you. It's just not how he receives connection. It's not as important. It's not as relevant. It's likely when things are most relevant that the masculine will share, or when they're asked a question. Otherwise, they're focused on the task at hand, whatever that is. People are cutting down trees, like just over there, and it's like making me feel sad. And they must be building a house or something. I'm not sure if you heard that, but yeah, it was loud. So hopefully what you take away from this is, as a feminine, you are naturally sharing. It is where you find connection. It's not a bad thing, but also you can be more tactful about when and how you share in order to create more harmony with your partner who is a masculine. And again, this is taking into consideration that you're with a masculine partner. And if a masculine doesn't share things with you, try not to take that personally as if they're hiding things. It's likely that they're not bringing things to you because it's not relevant. They don't feel like it's relevant. And do you need to know everything that's always happening with your partner anyway? No, you don't. They have their own life. They have their own tasks they're dealing with, their own worries, their own enjoyment, their own friendships, their own connection. Let them have that. And if there is something you want to ask about it. You know, what did you love about your day today? What's happening in your life? What's happening with this thing? And shift out of that taking it personally as if it means anything about you and the value that they hold for you and how much they feel connected to you and how much they love you. It's not about that at all. I hope that was helpful. If you want more videos on the topics of relationship harmony, communication, and masculine and feminine dynamics, then subscribe. I love sharing. I'm also very active on my Instagram, which is right here, and I'll be sharing more content very soon. Also know that I do have a course. You can find all of the details below in the captions. It's for women wanting to connect with their inner king energy, to create fullness within themselves, to create wholeness, and to really find a sense of grounding as they are right now, before they're in partnership or as they're in partnership, but not relying on the partnership to complete them. So that's a 6-week course. It's available for instant access, and all the details are below. Have a beautiful day.